Well, hi, it's Grandma Roseanne, and we're going to talk about this outrageously beautiful Breville. I bought this just a few weeks ago, so I am still learning my way through it, but I want to stop you before you make the mistake I made. I'm not going to show you unboxing because when I got in and I started trying to figure out what was going on here, they're showing me the box and opening the box and lifting the, I don't care about that stuff. I want to know how everything works together in here, because what I did was when I opened it up, I took stuff out and I was playing around with it. Then I couldn't get it back in. I didn't know what it did. I went on Breville's website. It wasn't any better, you guys. So I got so frustrated, but I have learned what this stuff does and the beauty of this machine, and I am 100% in love with it, but I don't want you to feel the frustration that I felt. So the first thing was I couldn't open it. All right, I kept jiggling and pulling and doing whatever. 45 degree to the right, comes off. 45 degree to the left, locks in. And if you don't hear that click, it's not locked. This is your pusher, and I'm going to show you what attaches to the bottom of the pusher in a minute. And then this is for the smaller section of it, and you've got this little thing in here, but it also has measurements on it for you, okay? Now, this was my problem, you guys. I opened this up and then I couldn't get it all back together again. So I'm going to take you through what you have here. It's very specific as to where the parts go, because they have got this engineered to where everything is absolutely perfect in its place and you can't switch it around. All right, so if we take a look at your carrying case here, you have your 3 blades over here. But over here, between your 3 blades, you've got a scraper. And I thought, I don't think I even really need that. You do, and I will show you why. Because you have your small bowl in there, and this scraper is designed to perfectly work in there. So cool. And that goes right here between your 2 blades. Then between the other 2 blades is your brush. And this brush becomes very, very important when you're using your slicer, your dicer. I will show you that because this, well, I'll show you when I get there, okay? Now, you have your French fryer. This cuts beautiful French fries, it really does. And you know it's your French fryer because it tells you that right there. Then you have your julienne, and it tells you that right there. But they're so, I mean, they're hard to see in the beginning until you really know they're there. And this is your grater. Now this, you have 2 sides. So you have a side for a thicker grade and a side for a lesser grade. So I found that the lesser grade made like really great coleslaw, really great coleslaw. Over here on the left-hand side of your equipment is a beautiful little tool. And what this does is it whips cream and it makes butter. And I'm sure it does a million other things as well. But I have made butter, I've made whipping cream, a couple of other things. And I've got some videos that I'm going to post on to the end of this video so you can see how to do some of those things. This is your slicer. Now back here you have a gauge, and that gauge allows you to determine the width of whatever it is that you're wanting to slice. Now, what I love is that Breville has been very kind to us allows us to put it all the way closed so there is nothing exposed there to hurt yourself. And that goes right here. This fits right into its little compartment. This is the spindle that you're going to use for these. Now, it looks like these, right? But it's not. It's not like these. So your spindle goes right up here. This is a small blade that you would use very conveniently in here. One of the things you want to watch is what I have done with my garlic, and that's going to be in a video that's going to follow this little instructional thing. Then you have your larger blade and your dough hook. Now I will tell you, I found the dough hook not to be as effective as I thought it would be. I had to do a little bit more work of scraping and really encouraging that dough, but if I gave 100% to the rest of it, I would give 95% to the dough hook. So it's workable, it's doable. So it's easy to put everything back because everything has a little symbol on it telling you where it goes. If you can see this, it tells you exactly where they go. Everything has a symbol. They were so slick to do that. Now, the bottom part of your container is wonderful. This became my favorite tool. It peels potatoes in 24 seconds. It peels, I did potatoes, beets. Beets are a pain in the neck to peel. It did that as well. Now, I haven't tried other stuff. I haven't tried carrots, and I haven't tried, what else? I haven't tried squash. I haven't tried any of those harder ones, but I don't think that the harder vegetables are going to do very well with it. But this tool I have used so much right now. So if you are going to be using this to peel your potatoes, what you would do is you would put the spindle from here in and just drop this way, and it'll drop all the way down. Then you put your top back on, do your 45-degree. Well, I could show you, but I think I have a video that I already did it, so that'll be coming up. And it peels beautifully. I love this so much. Now, if you want to get rid of this spindle, I had trouble getting rid of it. I just pop it, bang it on the counter a little bit, and it was fine. I will tell you that getting this back on, if you don't get this on correctly when you put it back, you cannot close your case. It was so frustrating to me because I couldn't get this to sit properly on top here. But if you will notice, there is a very hard to see arrow there. And there is another arrow right here. So if you just match those up, if you match those arrows up, do you see how it drops down in here? But you have to match those arrows up. Now, Breville could have given us an arrow that was maybe had some color to it, that we could actually see the bloody thing. But nonetheless, now that you know, you'll be able to do it. Then, in order to slice and dice, you're going to put your spindle in that came from here. And in this little pocket over here, okay, this is where this little tool goes. It has to go in this way, and it falls right in line there, just like that. This goes in next. Then your dicer. Now your dicer has arrows, and this is up. Your arrows have to be going up. That goes next, and it clicks down. Did you hear that? I'm going to do it again for you because I had trouble with this. Now listen carefully. You drop it in, and spin it. Clicks down, then you put your slicer in, just like that, and put your top on, click it, and power it up. Now, I am not going to show you how this works here because I made an outrageous mango salad, a mango chutney using this, and I did a video on it, which will be following this instructional video. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was absolutely delicious. You're going to probably want to make that, but it showed you how wonderful this was. And then a few days ago, I made ceviche with it. And normally when you're doing anything like that and you're cutting and chopping and dicing and cutting and chopping and dicing, it takes forever. It took me less than 10 minutes to do all of it. It was absolutely amazing. And the beauty of it was that everything was in those little square cubes that was just absolutely gorgeous. This is what you're going to use with your dicer. And what you do is you put it onto the bottom of your pusher, okay? Pusher, attach it, and then you just push it. Now, I should have showed you this before I put it back. I'm so sorry. But it's important because the things that cause me agony, I don't want it to cause you agony. These little arrows are not just telling you to go up. These little arrows align with this arrow. So if you align those arrows and you push it down, you are able to dislodge any food that got caught in there. I cannot tell you how long I struggled with that because I was just trying to put it in different places. Horrible trouble with it. So arrow to arrow dislodges all the food. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, you guys. That goes in. So your dicer goes in first, arrows up. Your cover goes in, the writing is up. If you flip it the other way, it's not going to shut. Your slicer goes in next. The shield for that blade goes in next. And then you find your arrows here, which are nearly impossible to see. And you see how it just drops in so nicely. Now, I have no idea what this is for. Come in and look close. You guys, if you can figure out what this thing is for, please tell me. I have no idea. I just set it in there because I don't know what to do with it. Now, if we put it all back together, we put our little bowl back in there, put our big spindle in here, 45 degrees. This goes back in. Sorry about that. Sorry about that too. Close your lid. Everything is perfect. Lift this up. It's done. And if you choose to, it will sit this way on your counter. Isn't that cool? All right, so hopefully that will help you, and hopefully you won't have the frustration that I had trying to figure out how to do it. The one last thing I will tell you is the way they did their plug. You guys, you put your finger in, you can pull the plug right out. And ladies, for those of us that have nails and you're always having to go in there and reach for things, this is like slick. So, I believe that this is probably one of the pricier pieces of equipment out there. But boy, I'll tell you, I have loved it immensely. So continue to watch because you'll see the salsa, and I made whipping cream, I peel potatoes, and I peel garlic. So I'll add those on, so continue to watch. But right now, what I will say to you is thank you for sharing time with me. Thank you for loving your Breville, because I know you will the way I do. And subscribe, you guys, just subscribe. and hit the little notification bell so you'll know when we post more stuff. And as I learn new things about the Breville, I'll go ahead and post new things you can do with it. So thank you, continue to watch, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.